All right, this video is going to be a little bit different, not my normal class setup and gameplay vibe, but I'm sure you guys are seeing across YouTube and all the streams, and if you even played the game yourself, that Warzone is in such a bad spot right now. Probably the lowest point of interest we've ever seen across the lifespan of Warzone. It's super dead on every single social media platform, and the player count is rapidly declining. I've been seeing a lot of videos just like this pop up everywhere on YouTube across all the different popular creators, which to be honest, made it to where I didn't really want to do a video, but I have my own opinions and I really want to just talk about the game right now. The main problem people usually have is the hackers, which in my opinion is a massive problem, but really isn't my number one issue. Hackers are absolutely ruining ranked right now. I don't play a ton of ranked. I've been playing a lot of pubs, but I will say recently I've been seeing a lot more hackers in my pub matches, which is absolutely awful. What's crazy is I feel like the hackers we have right now in Warzone is worse than what we had in Prime Verdansk back with Warzone 1. And you guys know the hackers back then were crazy. Spin botting, aimbot, lock on, everything. But right now, if you get lucky enough to kill them out of your lobby, they have the ability to just shut down your server.
Enemy UAV is online.
Careful, there's mines right outside that door.
I'm lagging. Oh, he's about to kick the server.
Oh, yeah, he's doing it.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah, that's it for me, fellas.
Bro.
I've seen it all.
Bro, he died and crashed the server.
They also have the ability to spam report you like crazy, sending 100 reports with every single click, which leads me to my next problem, which is the shadowban system. I've personally really never been shadowbanned. I think I've been shadowbanned literally one time in my entire time playing Warzone. And one of the big problems with shadowbans is usually a lot of creators and a lot of casuals believe that if you get shadowbanned, you're definitely cheating. I can tell you guys that is 100% false. And if you guys don't know, Shotzzy got shadowbanned at some point. So if that doesn't prove that there is false shadowbans, then I don't know what will. The shadowban system is so terrible. It really only affects legit players. If you're a legit player and you get shadow banned, you kind of just have to sit and wait it out for 2 weeks and wait to get your account back. But the problem with it is if they detect a hacker and shadow ban that hacker, they have a million different accounts they could play from and just continue hacking in their next lobby. So like I said, the hacking issue is definitely a big problem, but the shadow ban system is also a huge problem that I think they definitely need to look into just getting rid of.
Team Ricochet comes out yesterday for their second update about how their game actually is and how little Team Ricochet and their anti-cheat actually work. And they're telling us we're going to have a kernel level driver anti-cheat sometime in season 2, sometime in season 3. Bro, season 1 just came out 25, 30 days ago, a month ago. We just got season 1 reloaded. Bro, there's still like 45 days left in season 1. Bro, if it happens anytime in season 3, brother, we're going to be in the summer. As soon as they get this anti-cheat to possibly work properly, it's not even going to matter, because as soon as we get to June, July, August, that's when they start slamming us with all the trailers and leaks and hype for the next Call of Duty title. So in my mind, Black Ops 6 is already chalked. Black Ops 6 is dead in the water.
Like I was saying, not my main problem. My main problem is the actual game itself. I've been saying since the beginning of BO6 Warzone and really since the release of Black Ops 6 multiplayer, I wasn't a really big fan of the engine or the movement. I think the Omni movement is super cool. It's a cool idea to be able to move, slide, dive in every different direction, but I didn't really feel like they executed on the idea. I feel like we feel more clunky now with our base operator than we did with Warzone 2 and MW2, which in my opinion is insane. I think they had a perfect product with MW 2019 and that engine with the way the guns felt, the operator and everything. The game just genuinely felt perfect. I'm not even just saying that because that was the peak of Warzone and that's what I miss. I genuinely believe the way that game felt and played was the best Warzone we've ever had. Another problem I have with BO6 and the Omni movement and everything that we have right now is I feel like it's a downgrade from the product that we had with MW3 and Warzone 3. With updates, Warzone 3 was pretty close to a fantastic game, and I don't really know why we just quit on it, which is another problem right now with the current cycle. I feel like we keep getting games and it takes months to finally become a good game, and once we finally have a pretty decent product, they just scrap it and restart, and then we're back to square one. For example, Warzone 2 when it first dropped was an absolute disaster. Nobody knew what they were trying to do with that game. They tried to completely switch up the game that we loved with Warzone 1, and through months and months and months of updates, I can confidently say I actually really enjoyed Warzone 2 by the end of it. When we had Vondel Park, somewhat decent movement. It was still super slow, but if you knew how to move, you knew how to move. The guns felt good, and then out of nowhere, they just scrapped the game, which I can say MW3 and Warzone 3 wasn't awful at the beginning, but I honestly believe at the end of Warzone 2, it was better than the very beginning of Warzone 3, which, like I was saying, is the same cycle we've been stuck in year after year. Another thing too right now is a lack of creativity. I know they tried to go all out with Omni movement and all the different stuff with BO6, but they always fall back on the same stuff that they think is going to save the game. Like, we've been stuck with Rebirth Island and Alcatraz since Blackout and Black Ops 4, and then they stuck us on the same Urzikstan map, which is another problem of mine. I feel like the big maps are absolutely awful for Warzone. The reason why Verdansk was so popular was it was perfect for the Warzone playstyle and flow of the game, since it's a Call of Duty based battle royale. All the other maps like Urzikstan, Al Mazrah, Caldera, they were huge maps that better fit the mold for battle royale, which I think are terrible fits for Warzone. Verdansk was literally one big map of a bunch of different Call of Duty multiplayer maps all bunched in one with super fast pace where if you played a couple games, you would probably hit every single POI across that map. And then we got Caldera, Al Mazrah, and Urzikstan, which I can confidently say you can play for an entire day, and there's spots in the map you will just never hit, which is honestly why I stopped playing Big Map. You guys probably haven't seen Big Map on my channel since Verdansk, and I probably won't play it anytime soon. That's really why I'm not playing ranked right now. So I feel like we're in a repetitive cycle where the games are getting worse. The maps are just trash. We're stuck on the same maps where it gets really repetitive and boring. And this is probably the least fun point of Warzone I've ever had. This is the first time I've actually caught myself like, man, do I really want to get on Warzone? And I just don't play it. Like you guys have seen on my channel, I've been missing uploads. I skip random 3 days, 4 days here and there. And that's crazy because if you guys have been around my channel for a while, I've always been known to upload every single day, long form, short form. I was streaming, I was going crazy. And right now, Warzone just isn't in a good spot for that. Another crazy thing too is like Warzone 2 was our lowest point before this, where I saw a lot of creators leaving, but overall the game wasn't super dead and the interest was somewhat still there. But right now, if you were to check like Google Trends, the game has zero interest. Like Fortnite's all the way at the top. Warzone is literally flatlining. We have massive creators leaving left and right. I think I'll probably pop up some videos, but we have like Nadeshot calling the game out. Tim said he was super uninterested. Swag's having a problem with the hackers.
The House of Lies, I would call it. It's like houses being built. I was trying to think of an analogy before I started the stream that would make sense the way that I see Call of Duty. Newer homes, they look great. It seems great, but they use shortcuts, cheap materials. You move into this thing and it's broken. The construction is just shoddy, cheap materials. The people that are building it, they don't give a they're just trying to get it done. There's nothing in this home that actually works properly. It looks good, but once you get in there and you live there for 6 months, the damn thing is falling apart. That's what Call of Duty feels like to me. From a network perspective, from an anti-cheat perspective. But once you start playing the game, if you actually spend time, like meaningful time playing this game, it does not work properly.
And all these streamers go live and then they try to play ranked and they're just getting aimbotted. Their servers are getting shut down. They play pubs. The game's just not great. And it's just crazy the spot that we're in right now for Warzone. And on top of that as well, they're also on their holiday break, so they're just gone and we're not getting updates. So we're definitely in a rough spot, and I know I've been bouncing from topic to topic, but I kind of want to reel it back in and get back to my main point, which like I said, wasn't the hackers or the shadowban system, but it's actually the current game itself. I really feel like just BO6 Warzone was kind of a flop. I don't really love the engine or the movement or how the guns feel. I just feel like everything about it feels clunky and wrong, especially because like I was saying, I feel like all the past products with Warzone 1, 2, and 3 were honestly all better than what we have right now, especially getting through the entire year with all the updates and the final product each year. So I want you guys to go down in the comments and let me know your honest thoughts about the game right now, because I definitely know I'm not alone with this. I feel like BO6 Warzone just hasn't really been great from the launch. Like literally the second BO6 Warzone dropped, we saw immediate failure with the game. Like it flatlined almost instantly. And speaking from experience, I've played a lot of different games, especially competitively. I've made money in a lot of different games. I played at a high level, and one of the games was H1Z1 when I was younger. And I got to see firsthand how that game died. The devs randomly dropped an update called the Combat Update that completely changed how the game felt, the guns felt, your operator moved, all that stuff, and the game pretty much overnight just died. Like it just fell off a cliff. And I almost feel like that's what's happening with Warzone right now. The game just feels so different that a lot of the casual player base just doesn't enjoy it. Even people like myself that play the game a lot, almost more than I should, also don't enjoy it. We're seeing creators and streamers dip from the game constantly left and right. A lot of big names are dipping from the game right now, which a lot of you guys probably don't even care about, especially if you just play casually and you guys don't care about the opinions of the streamers and stuff. But I will say it's definitely bad for the game. And also there's some quality of life stuff wrong with the game where we have a lot of small glitches, which I know are just small glitches that probably don't overall affect you playing the game, but there's so many of them that they all add on top of each other that make the game almost borderline unplayable a lot of the time. And another issue with that is even when the game is unplayable or the game is broken, servers are having issues, they always make sure to have the store working where you can spend your money on bundles, which is another problem I have, because I feel like Activision and the studios are just taking the game down the wrong route when I feel like there's such a good opportunity to have the game in a great spot if they would just listen to a lot of our feedback. What I would love to see is all the studios come together and work together, because right now I think we have Raven, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and I don't know if we have some more, but they all work so separate. I think Raven's on Warzone, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward have the multiplayers, and every single year we get their products to where they force feed it to Raven and make them integrate it into Warzone, where then they have to fix the bugs and glitches, and that takes all the months of updates to where finally by the end of that life cycle we have a good game. What I wish they would do is they would put us back on the MW20 2019 engine. Because like I was saying before, that was pretty much the closest thing that we had to a perfect Warzone. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but like I said, that movement, the guns, everything about that just felt so good. So I wish they would put us back on that engine and kind of just build onto it. I don't know why we have to change the game every single year, give us a new title. I know Call of Duty's been in this cycle for a while, but I feel like Warzone should be like its separate thing. Because if they took Warzone and just built on it year by year and integrate little things from the new CODs, you know, every single year, but don't change the core mechanics of the game. You can make it interesting. You can add new guns, do new maps, of course, keep it fun and creative, like I was saying earlier, because that's what's lacking currently. But I feel like as they keep changing the core base engine of the game is just getting worse and worse year by year. When, like I said, the best product they ever had was the first one they had. And I think they should do something more in the Fortnite style. You guys know, I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video has probably played Fortnite at some point. The game that was extremely popular, taking over the internet all those years back, is realistically still the game that's out with Fortnite right now. They just keep building onto it every single season, every single chapter, every single year they keep adding onto it, and it's just getting more and more fun, to be honest. Like right now they're at another peak. I think with their recent Juice WRLD event, they broke like their all-time player count active at one time, which is insane. While we're seeing with Warzone probably our lowest numbers ever, and if you guys check Steam, I'll probably pop up a picture, we're losing players every single day. So let me just run back through everything. I talked about the hackers, I talked about the shadowban system, I talked about the movement and everything that I just don't love. I talked about the stale maps, the content, everything. And overall, I just feel like we're in a really rough spot right now. So like I said before, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the game. Let me know if I missed anything in this video, because like I said, I kind of just wanted to rant, which I definitely did. I was bouncing from topic to topic. I was just rambling on and on. Like I said, let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Let me know your current thoughts. Let me know what you think they should do to fix the game and get into a better spot. And overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I want to do one of these videos just yapping and talking about the game, because I feel like it is definitely in the worst spot we've ever seen. And I'm really hoping it comes back so I can keep making content for you guys. But overall, if you guys are brand new to the channel, you guys want to see my content, because I am still going to be grinding the game. Don't worry about that. I'm still going to be doing my videos, doing my shorts, doing potentially streams. I don't want to promise streams or anything. Make sure to sub up, turn on post notifications to never miss any of that. That's it for the video.